Ooh, I'm a little late, aren't I? I got to messing around on Facebook. All right, let's see if this thing's working. Happy Friday, everybody. Come on. No, don't receive them. All right. Oh, hello, Wendy Lee. How are you? Thanks for the kind comments today. I'm trying to get some video up. Don't think I'm going to make it. We'll see. Oh, look at that, up to 5. Okay, I probably ought to pay attention here. Absolutely, my friend Mark Vickery. Okay. There's still time. All right, look at that. Life is good. Yeah, you know what, Wendy? I miss my friends wandering into Boise here and there. Of course, sadly, I think the last time you were here was for William's funeral, but man, I miss traveling. I don't know about the rest of you, but getting out and hitting the road and going to see some friends and hanging out, that's one of the hardest things about all of this craziness. Okay. Well, hello there, all my friends. Wow, look at that. I got a good crowd tonight. I love it that Kamala and Robert and Wendy and Mark are with me. Hope there's a bunch of others. Let's see. Looks like I got a few others. Kind of hard to tell. I'm not all that good at this yet, so, you know. So tonight, I'm going to show you... I'm going to show you some beautiful photographs out in the Hawaii Desert, including some horses. A new picture of Boise in all of its glory during a rainstorm, at the suggestion of my friend Robert Riddle. I'm also going to show you a production video. I created an image for one of my friends, a new friend. Actually, I think she's even kind of a Facebook friend, although she's in real life now. So. Not sure what happened there. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Boy, been a month, hasn't it? I'm kind of going to be happy. Boy, it's Thanksgiving's going to be bittersweet. My daughter's coming to town, which is fantastic, but of course there's all the risk of doing that. And after years of holding huge holiday parties at this house, my sister generally does Thanksgiving and we generally do Christmas. We're just going to be the 6 of us. We often sit as many as 30. And this year it's going to be 6. And I'm not even sure it'll be that many for Christmas. And it's kind of sad because this is likely to be the last Christmas here at what we call 5024. So yeah, that's kind of hard. I'm having a hard time getting used to that. This COVID thing, as it's gotten worse, I got into a little tussle on Facebook over some non-maskers, and I just can't wrap my head around why you won't wear a mask. It just seems very simple to me, but there are still people out there who deny the things happening at all, that we're inflating all that. So enough of that, my friends. I got to tell you a little bit about the book. I'm really back into it. I've got a new idea. It's called Exploring Idaho's Waterways, and I believe that title may actually stick. Jan Henneke came up with that, which I just appreciate a bunch. I've gotten so much help and so much good advice. And sometimes your friends and your colleagues don't give you good advice, but I got some great advice on how to do it and how to work it. I decided to break out my old drone. I call it Indiana Drone from the Temple of Zoom, because I need to get a little bit different angle, and I'm looking forward to getting out and doing that. Maybe Robert will come with me, and we'll see if we can't crash my zone. I was going to buy a new one, but they're $600, and I got a perfectly good one that I spent $1,500 on a few years ago, so I'm going to use that one instead. Somebody gave me some advice that I think is pretty good, and that's to maybe slow down a little and pause now and then. So I'm trying to work on that. Tell me what you think. I need to head to the waters of North Idaho. Do any of you have any places in northern Idaho that you really think I should get? Obviously, I have a pretty good Lewiston image. Hard to make Lewiston look good, but I think I did. Coeur d'Alene I have a couple of really nice images at Sandpoint, and one from Hayden Lake. But I kind of need the Selway and the up Kuski Way. And I'm wondering if any of you have any special places in northern Idaho. I'm going to throw this one up because I've been talking enough. Yeah, so that's right, Robert. You do have one of those. Maybe we can go out, knowing you and I, we can probably find a way to smash them into each other. That sounds like fun. Robert here is referring to a drone. Drones are an interesting way to take photographs. There are lots of people who've tried, and I honestly have not seen a lot of great, successful drone images. So, we'll see how that goes. All right, Zig, I agree with you. Happy birthday to the president. All right, my friends. I'm going to throw this one in too. So I mentioned that lots of my photographer friends have trashed their zone. I put one in a tree. This is my friend Jeff Hansen, and he was flying under Rainbow Bridge, and it just decided to go. And he and his wonderful lady friend call that event Bye-Bye Drone. Yes, Jeff, I absolutely thought of you when I decided, instead of buying a new Mac Mini, that I maybe should get my old one out and running. Well, that's enough, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to what you really want to see. Let's get to some beautiful pictures. Now, on Tuesday, I mentioned that I went out to see the wild horses out by, I went out to see the wild horses out by Murphy, and I didn't really get very many. I didn't really get anything decent, but I'm going to show you this one because I do like. Look at the light in that. If those horses were facing me, it had to be a fantastic. My friend Corey Barrish, who wanders in and out, actually has a website that he calls something to the effect of Butts in the Wild. So there you are. Beautiful horses. Look at the colors in those, and look at how wonderful they look against that dark, gorgeous sky. But, when they're running away from you, and they just skittered over that ridge, and that was it. So Carol, Jeff Hansen's lady friend, is in. We mentioned Bye-Bye Drone earlier this evening, Carol, so thanks for being here. Yes, Candy, this is my... this is kind of like your Aniki band. This is my my home band with a bunch that I take out. They're really only about an hour and a half from here. And I went out. The only problem with this is, I'll show you if we make this work. This is them about the same time. The camera on my phone did not do nearly as good a job. So that was them heading off over the ridge into the clouds. You know, that was kind of one of those sort of days. So I often talk about in photography that one of the problems you have is you go out someplace where you hope there's something going on, and either the weather gets you. You need bad weather, but not really, really bad weather. But bad weather does lead to some fantastic photographs. So after I left, went down this ridge. So if you go to the left of this image, that ridge line is on the other side of where the horses, they live in that valley. You can see that there's a little bit of a valley, and they're really run on that valley and to the ridge in front of it. I'm basically on the Snake River when I'm taking this photograph. It's right behind me, maybe, I don't know, 100 yards off. It's across the road and maybe 100 yards across the field. So I'm pretty much standing on the Snake River. I don't think anybody's going to care in this book about Idaho waterways. I am going to actually put some of the images that I found close to the snake. So I'm going to include the beautiful horses in the book. There will be a whole section of them, probably at least a couple pages. And I will also include maybe Bruno sand dunes and some of the other areas that are not necessarily exactly next to the water, but close enough. And it's my book. With your help, I'll do what I want, right? Hopefully we'll come up with something. But look at those clouds. Look, they call that atmosphere. Of course, got a little bit of the sunset over there in the corner. My friends who are with me, Robert and Jeff, will understand. I'm driving down the road. I happen to look over my shoulder, pulled into the little dirt parking lot there, and got my camera out. Guys wondering what I'm doing. I'm bracing. I don't have time to get the tripod out because I really only have seconds before that orange is going to go away. Wedge myself in the doorway with my long lens, shoot the photograph, and look what I got. That is pretty damn fun. So a couple of nights later, I'm sitting at home, and my friend Robert Riddle calls me and says, "You need to get outside. There's going to be a great sunset." Well, I'm expecting something like this. Unfortunately, what I got was a thunderstorm that ran through Idaho, or ran through Boise City. Now, where I was, I didn't get lightning and thunder. I was really hoping for lightning over the city, but I did get a pretty good shot. Tell me what you think of this one. Get my ugly face out over here. How's that? Look at the sparkles. Makes my city look like it's a something, doesn't it? There you go. Yes, indeed. Zig is asking, let me throw you up here there. So Zig is asking about craters in the moon. I do not have very many good photographs of craters, and frankly, it is a long ways from the snake. I do not believe that craters is going to get into the book. It kind of depends. Is that a bah humbug hat you got on there, Ziggy Z? There you go. What do you all think? Should I do some of the stuff that's not quite on the rivers? I was actually looking at my work today, and I kind of wish that I'd started this with a broader focus and maybe do exploring Idaho. Of course, that has been taken. So what do you think of that picture, my friends? I like that picture of Boise. I'm not getting any reactions over here, so I'm kind of wondering. I've taken thousands of pictures from this place. It is one of my favorite spots in the entire state to take photographs. It probably ranks right up there with the Tetons for me. And of course, it's not very far away. So as I said, my friend Robert said, "Go out. I don't have a camera. You got to shoot the sunset." Well, I got to tell you, I didn't get a sunset, but I got wet, and I got pelted with hail, and I got my camera wet. But, you know, sometimes you got to listen to your friends. And this shot's pretty good, so I'll forgive it. All right. As you know, some of you know, I'm a fine art and commercial photographer. And one of the things I do is I create my own work. The last couple of months have been pretty slow. I haven't got a chance to make make much, but I do have one. I do have a customer. She just recently bought an image, and I want to show you how I produced that image for her. I call the image Fall Rainbow. Actually, now I call it Dina's Rainbow because she's the only one that bought it. But this is a little video I call Dina Smiles. Not sure what happened there at the end, but that's Dina Smiles. Well, thank you all. I so much appreciate you being with me and all the help on the book and everything else that you do for me. This is a small but mighty crowd. We often don't have more than 100, 150 views, and if we get up to 10, and we're at 9 at the moment, that's a pretty good evening's work. I am David Arday. I am a fine art and commercial photographer, and I so much appreciate all of you. If you have any question or a comment, send it to me on Facebook. A lot of you have my email. I gotta throw this one in here. So yes, I do generally get wet when I'm on a photography. I don't feel like I've done my job until I get my feet wet. Thank you, my friend Jeffrey. So this is David Arday. I'm gonna close out, and you know how this goes. See if I can put the pretty pictures on.